بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. أما بعد. So tomorrow, inshallah, is 27 of Rajab. You know, this according to majority of the Muslim scholar, that when the ISRA MIRAJ took place to our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Yeah. So I think this is good for us, even we know already the story of Isra Miraj, but good every year to commemorate, to refresh again our understanding, and also what lesson we can learn, you know, so we can practice in our daily life, inshallah.
This journey of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam's ascension. Sorry.
Petrus?
Okay. This journey of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam's ascension to heaven was known as Isra Miraj. This miraculous event that is very significant to Muslims is believed to have taken place in the month of Rajab. Isra is the night journey from Masjid al-Haram in Makkah to Masjid al-Aqsa in Jerusalem. Miraj is the journey from Masjid al-Aqsa to the heavens. This significant journey has a direct impact on our daily lives as Muslims, in which Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was commanded for his followers to establish 5 daily prayers, which essentially formed the pillar of Islam.
Of Islam, yeah. So basically, if we look into the, you know, diagram, so the journey is start from Makkah, right? This Masjid Haram, even Rasulullah not in the masjid when he lived. He was in his house, and it's during Maimunah too. So we're sleeping with Maimunah when the angel Jibril alayhi salam took him on that night, right? So the first he went to Medina, right? Of course, on the time didn't call Medina. In the hadith, he said, and then I stop and I pray in the place where there's a lot of dead palm tree, right? Later on, is Medina. Yeah? And then from Medina, he continued and to pray in Mount Sinai, right? Waturi Sinin. This is when Musa alayhi salam received the 10 commandments and he spoke to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Right? So look at the journey, you know, Makkah, Medina, and then Mount Sinai is in the close to Egypt. And then he went to Bethlehem, where Isa alayhi salam was born. Right? And then also he went to area where Musa alayhi salam died. Remember that Bani Israel was punished in the desert, right? Between Egypt and Gaza or Jerusalem for 40 years because they disobey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And Musa, he has a dream. You know, Ya Allah, please let me die if I not in Jerusalem, in Masjid Aqsa, so make it my grave close to it. So if I throw the stone, can reach that. That's where Rasulullah SAW also stopped there. Right? So that's the grave of Musa alayhi salam. Of course, then he went to Masjid Aqsa, right? Where he met with all the prophets. Not only 25 prophets, but 313 prophets were there. Imagine you see Adam, Noah, Ibrahim, Yusuf, Musa, Isa was there. right? Imagine you enter masjid, at night, it should be empty, but no, this is the best conference, the best mu'tamar that Rasulullah SAW attended. Yeah. Yeah. So that's the summary. Of course, on the way, there is many story we know even. For example, you know, there is the old lady. They put all kind of makeup and they calling Muhammad, 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 right? And Jibril said, Muhammad, just continue, don't stop. So after, a while, Rasulullah asked Jibril, who's that lady? He said, this is dunya. if you turn to her, your people will love dunya so much. Even you don't turn, still love dunya so much, right? So dunya, even you try to put the makeup, lipstick, and all this, you are old already, right? Yeah, and many things, right? We don't have time to mention about many things that Rasulullah SAW was mentioned in the journey, even on the earth.
There are several powerful lessons that we can learn from this momentous event. One, believe the possibility, believe the possibility of impossibility. The event itself was physically impossible beyond the imagination of the people of that time. Even today, the journey from Mecca to Jerusalem takes more than 2 hours by plane, and it takes more than 1 day to journey to outer space. The story of Isra Miraj may sound fictional. However, we need to believe it with our hearts that it is possible, as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned in the Quran about the event to show as part of his signs.
Subhanallah. Believe the possibility of impossibility. Yeah, it means don't try to use your mind to understand this journey because it is true, right? Imagine, the Arab used to go there, they're rising what? Rising either horse, either camel, donkey. This took weeks, right? This to Jerusalem. And then seven heaven. He said to the closest planet, we need 60,000 years, right? And even the angel, yeah. So, yeah. So therefore, if you read the ayah about Isra, yeah, you will see that, right? أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. سبحان الذي أسرى بعبده ليلا من المسجد الحرام إلى المسجد الأقصى الذي باركنا حوله لنريه من آياتنا إنه هو السميع البصير.
Exalted is he who took his servant by night from Al-Masjid al-Haram to Al-Masjid al-Aqsa, whose surroundings we have blessed, to show him of our signs. Indeed, he is the hearing, the seeing. Surah Al-Isra.
Why Allah SWT, when he going to tell a story about this journey, use the word Subhana. In any ayat in the Quran, when Allah tells a story without say Subhana, only in this story. Because Subhana mean, when you say Subhanallah, when you see something that perfect, that human being cannot do it. You see the mountain, you see the ocean, you see, right? So Allah SWT want to tell us, hey, only me can do this because I'm a perfect, right? So then, the Subhanallah mean you declare Allah perfection, right? So don't try to use your mind, your logic to understand this story. So the Subhana, khalas. You just submit a belief. Alladhi asra, the one who took. The word asra in Arabic means when you take a journey at night. Right? In Arabic, there's one word without, without putting night or day, people understand. Asra, it means you go somewhere at night. Al-Ghudu, it means do it in the morning. Right? This one. So Asra means night. Bi abdihi. Yeah. It said with his servant. Oh. So his servant, why they said his prophet, took Muhammad name, because Rasulullah is so humble, he liked to call Abd. He liked to call the slave of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because when you become Allah's slave, you become elevated. Everything, nothing. I am only the slave of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Laylan. Laylan meant a night. Right? If you say a laylan, all night, laylan is just part of night. Even Maimuna said, even his pillow still warm. So he left the country, right? But it's, why is this at night, not in daytime? Because night is the time where the beloved, they meet one another. When people get married, what do you call? Malam pengantin. You didn't say siang pengantin. Yeah, night. Night is so beautiful for people who love one another, right? And then he said from Masjid Haram. Remember, he's from his house. Allah SWT deliberately said Masjid Haram because that's West Makkah. And also to show us the significance of masjid. Masjid. When somebody asked Rasulullah, what is the best place on the earth to Allah SWT? He said, it's masjid. Right? And what the worst one? He said, the market, the mall. Right? And then Ilal Masjid Aqsa. Why Allah SWT did not let Muhammad from Masjid Haram direct to seven heaven through Masjid Aqsa? Is to show us the importance of Masjid Aqsa. So Masjid Aqsa is one the holy city belong to Muslim. And we have to have dream to take it back, right, from the aggressor. Alladhi barakna hawlahu. Whose surrounding we have blessed. That means not only masjid, mean West Bank, Gaza, Ramallah, all that place is blessed. Yeah. Very interesting. I think if you went there, subhanAllah, this beautiful place. In the summer, not very hot. In the winter, not very cold. Yeah. And then the fresh, the air also fresh. So Allah bless you. To show him of our sign. So here we see many signs of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the sun, the moon, the galaxies, the animal, all types of the fruit and all this. But Muhammad when going to see what? The angel, the jinn, he see Jannah, he see hellfire, he see Sidratul Muntaha, he met Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's sign beyond our imagination. Has to be what? As a great sign, right? Subhanallah. So that's the first lesson, right? For Allah, there's nothing impossible, right? If old man, 90 years old, his wife, 80 years old, they go to doctor. They went to doctor. He said, I want to conceive. I want to have baby. What doctor going to say to them? I said, you lose your mind. You are 90, you are 80. And also historically, that woman was barren. It was Zakaria and his wife. Right? So even in this age, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, make them able to have a baby, Yahya. Ibrahim, what? 190. Right? And Sarah was 90. Sorry, 110 and Sarah. Still, for Allah is possible. Yeah. So that means this is very important. In your life, maybe somebody sick. You are sick. and doctor give up. There is no hope, right? Impossible. This happened in America. I witnessing many times. People have cancer. Doctor said you're going to die in 6 months, and then he went to hard with me. No, right? So you have to believe that. Yeah. What second lesson we can learn?
With every hardship, there will be ease. فَإِنَّ مَعَ الْعُسْرِ يُسْرًا. The journey of Isra and Miraj occurred after the period of time that was called the year of sadness. It was the year where Prophet Muhammad sallam's uncle Abu Talib and his beloved wife Siti Khadija radiallahu anhuma passed on. This was also the year when Prophet Muhammad journeyed to Taif with the intention of winning the hearts of the community to accept his message. However, Prophet Muhammad was rejected, and the people of Taif pestered him and threw stones at him as a sign of not welcoming him.
Subhanallah. If you look at this ayah, so this ayah talk about something that very significant, something big, something beyond our mind, right? You know, the end of the ayah always talk about what was story about, you know. So here, according to our understanding, this will be Inna Allah ala kulli shay'in qadir. Allah can do anything, can take his servant to the heaven, right? But no, he said, Innahu huwa sami'ul alim. He is the hearing and the seeing. Why is it, right? Because Allah SWT want to invite us to pay attention. What's the reason Allah invited Muhammad? Allah want to tell us that Allah SWT said, Ya Muhammad, I hear what happened to you. I heard and I saw, what happened to you. You're suffering, right? So this is not only Muhammad. Allah SWT want to tell us also. When you are in difficulties, Allah SWT say, I hear it. I see it, So if you look at on that time, there's, I think, was 10 of his 10 according to the prophethood, right? Not Hijrah. So what happened at the time? Muhammad SAW was under the pressure. It was very difficult. So he said he have to send his people to Abyssinia, right? But still, he have two protection, a protector, outside, inside. Outside is who? His uncle, Abu Talib. Because of his uncle, nobody can mess up with him. Nobody can hit him. Nobody can harm him directly. Because Abu Talib was respected. He's the leader of the Quraysh. Yeah? And then inside, you have Khadija. Right? So when he facing a lot of challenge, difficulties outside, as soon as he entered the home, everything gone. He said, he just looked to Khadija, alas. He her smiling eyes. Right? So this is to be the function of wife. When the husband have brought from outside, as soon as they come home, they see his wife, oh, everything is gone. Right? So now Allah took both of them. Allah took Abu Talib and took Khadija. And lesson that Allah want to teach him lesson that, hey Muhammad, I want you only depend on me now. Yes, you depend on me, but you still depend to these two. No. Right? Tawakkal to Allah. Right? But even the situation was very tense, right? He was facing, but in his mind almost he carry about his responsibility, about da'wah, how to convey the message. I said, okay, if Meccan people reject it, maybe I have to go somewhere. So he went to Taif. Remember that? He went to Taif. hoping that people there will accept. But as you know what happened, right? There was ridicules, physically harmed, rejected, right? Not only that, they asked the children to stone him. And Zaid tried to protect him, but he was bleeding too. So he ran, until in the middle between Taif and Makkah, he stopped because he didn't see the people chasing him now. He was under the tree alone. And that moment, two angels come, the angel of what? The mountain. Said, Ya Muhammad, look, Allah asked me to ask Muhammad permission to destroy those people who harm you. Imagine if you are in this situation. People kick you out, people ridicule you, people you are bleeding. No. Yes, finish them. I said no. Right? He said no. They didn't know. I said, instead, he ignored Allahumma hadi qawmi fa innahum la ya'lamun. May Allah guide them because they didn't know. You know, they didn't know. Yeah. Subhanallah. Then in that moment, he made very beautiful dua. Allahumma inni ashku ilayka dha'fa quwwati wa qillata hilati wa hawani al-nas. To you, my Lord, I complain of my weakness, lack of my support, and humiliation. Yeah. Subhanallah. You are Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim. You are the Lord of weak, and you are my Lord. And I said, Ila aina, to whom do you leave me? To those people of Makkah, who harassed me, or to these people of Taif who stoned me, right? But Allah, as long as you are not angry at me, I do not care what I face. Allah. The important that you're not angry at me. Yeah. So in that moment, the arash of Allah was shaken. No, right? Hey Muhammad, if the people on the earth they rejected you, people of heaven they're waiting for you, right? So come. Then that the journey took. He made all the, and you know the rest of the story. That's what happened after that. Yeah.
There are two types of people, the Salih and the Muslim. There are two kinds of righteous people in this world. One is a Salih and the other is a Muslim. One is a righteous person while the other is a reformer who aspires to bring about righteousness in others. They might sound the same, but the truth is they are worlds apart. For starters, righteous people are loved, while those who try to reform society are quite often despised. Just look at the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And it is not for your Lord to destroy the cities in oppression while their people were Muslim reformers.
So the question is, in 40 years, they love Muhammad. They call him Al-Amin. The children, the woman, the leader of the Quraysh, they respected Muhammad, right? Why? Because Muhammad on that time only saw he's righteous. Then when become Muslim, righteous, you are good Muslim, but Muslim, you are good Muslim, you try also make the other good, the righteous. So therefore in the ayah said, Allah will not destroy the city as long the people what? Not Salihun, Muslihun. Because Muslihun is the one who care about the others. Right? Remember that. This is the problem now we facing. Lot of Salihun, but not Muslihun. That means Muslihun mean Salihun mean you don't, I pray 5 times days, I am fasting and like but my children, my family, my husband, my wife, it's not my business. That's because if you just be quiet, everybody love you. Your children love you. You are a good mom. But as soon as you like picky, you always remind them. Did you pray? Did you? Then they starting. Sometimes we have family not practicing. One of them practicing, and they try to make the other also. Who are you? Yeah, uh, Muslim. So one day, Rasulullah came home and he said, "It's a wide woe to Arab from the evil is close. The punishment coming." And Zainab, his wife, said, "Rasulullah, are we going to punish when we have not righteous people?" He said, "Yes. If they're righteous people, you don't care about the others." Even one day, Allah SWT sent Jibril. He's going to punish the city, the sinner. And then he returned. And then Allah said, "Jibril, why? Ya Allah, among them, a righteous man. He was praying." What Allah said, "Start from him." Start from him. Subhanallah. Right? That's how dangerous when we don't care less about our family. It is true. Anytime you start, try to be reformer, to change people, you will facing lots of challenge difficulties. But there is, right? Because in the Quran said, hasibtu man tadkhulul jannah. Do you think you want to enter Jannah? Right? Before Allah know who among those who strive, who do jihad, and among who patient. Right? Yeah. Challenge. You want to be your children good? It's not easy. Right? Yeah. And some people sometimes they give up because somebody ridicule him. Look at Muhammad Sallallahu Subhanallah. One day, there is Jamaat Tablighi Jamaat. He used to go to the houses and to remind people. So among them, the student in Medina. So on the summer, they thought his teacher, he said, "Imam, I would like you to join with us, just to have experience." The Imam never joined. And he is the dean of Sirah. In the faculty of Sirah, he is the chief. So that means his subject, Allah teaching about Sirah of Muhammad Sallallahu. So he joined with the student. He went to Kuwait. Jamaat Tabligh always after Asr, they went to houses. They knock the door. So, of course, because it's Sheikh got the front. Knock the door, somebody open, and that person would hit Jamaat Tabligh. Puh, spit on him. And he closed the door. And the Sheikh cried. Student said, "Sheikh, we are sorry, Sheikh. This never happened before. I don't know what happened." Oh. The student thought the Sheikh will give up and get mad. Why you brought me here? Look at. And after finish, the Sheikh, "No, I'm crying, not because of that. 30 years I teach the students before you about the Prophet struggling, how he faced difficulties in his da'wah. Right? People call him name, people put the dirt on the back. But I never feel it. I just talk. But today I'm so happy. I can feel it. And somebody spit on me. Imagine this is the first time Rasulullah every day. Every day. Yeah. So therefore, it is be careful. So we have to be not only enough being solid, being righteous, but we have to make the other also righteous. Of course, you be righteous because become role model if you are parent, right? Yeah. So therefore, I think it's very important. At least, you become Muslim for your family, for your brothers and sisters, for your sibling. for the people that you know. Right? Because in the judgment, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will question. Right? So therefore, why, if you able to guide people, to the right path, that's better than this dunya and what in it. Yeah. And never give up. Rasulullah SAW need 23 years to reach people. Yeah. So that's the two type, right? So don't enough to be soleh, but what? Muslih. Right? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did not punish, Then I want to close this one. Remember Bani Israel. Allah asked them, do not what? Fish on Saturday. And every Saturday, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tests them. The fish was jumping like this. And then Sunday, you had to wait. So some people make trick, try to take Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Some they put the net on Saturday and didn't take it. Some make a tunnel, right? When people ask them, what are you doing, man? We do not fish. Like, no, the riba, this is interest, man, not riba. This is bonus. If you change the name, right? So then people divided into three groups. The first group who fishing. The second group who did not fish, but just watch. And the third group, he come forward. Every day they remind them, man, don't do it, man. This is haram. Allah will punish you. But the second group, instead of helping him, no, he criticized him. Hey, man, it's not your business. Allah going to punish them. Leave them alone. Right? قالوا معذرة إلى ربكم لعلهم يتقون. He said, man, at least I have excuse. When Allah asked me in the judgment, what did you do? When your family is stray, when your sibling is stray, when your brother is stray, what did you do? So I said, Allah, I did. I remind them. Or maybe some of them will wake up and aware. Yes, some of them wake up. How about you? So therefore, when Allah punished them, right? The first thing Allah SWT said, وَأَنْجَيْنَا الَّذِينَ, Allah saved the one who reminded them. And Allah changed the one who fishing, they become what? Monkey, right? And also not them, the one who's silent. They become monkey too. Because if you look at in the wood, no, when the evil becomes stronger, not because the evil they are a lot, no, because of the good people silent. They're only salikin, but not Muslim. Yeah, that's I think the most important lesson.
3. A true friendship of hardships and unwavering faith in each other. On the day following Isra and Miraj, Prophet Muhammad ﷺ told the story to his cousin Hani. She was shocked and told Prophet Muhammad ﷺ not to tell anyone else as they would not believe in him. Prophet Muhammad ﷺ left the house and went to Abu Jahl to inform the story of his journey. Abu Jahl called the people of Makkah to listen to Prophet Muhammad ﷺ's story. The people were shocked and did not believe his story.
This is the test of Iman and the true friend, right? So Rasulullah SAW, when after that, he came down, he's sitting down in Makkah, right? Some said he went to Abu Jahl, something Abu Jahl came out. I said, Muhammad, what are you doing early morning? Yeah, Allah took me to Jerusalem, Masjid Aqsa. He didn't say I went there, right? Allah took me. And then what happened? What? Abu Jahl so happy. Why is so happy? Because he always said that Muhammad is a liar. Crazy. There's no proof. This is for Abu Jahl, just breaking news, like here, Fox News, CNN, when they have story bad about Islam, they're very happy. Yeah. So Muhammad, would you like to tell the people? I said, yeah. So he knocked the door early morning. Hey, wake up. And people gathered. Among them Muslim. Come on, Muhammad, tell them. He said, Allah took me to Jerusalem. And then, even some Muslims they turn away. No, this is too much, too heavy. Some of them make joke, Muhammad, can you lift your leg, your feet, sorry, your foot? Yeah. The other one, I cannot. Even some of them who went to Jerusalem, okay, I went there already. Muhammad, tell me how many doors and how many windows. And Muhammad, when he entered masjid, he didn't look at the window, he looked at the door. Right? That's very important. When you go to somebody's house, you don't, right? You look at. But Jibril, he saw the screen. Right? There 10 doors, 15 windows. They were shocked. It's right? But still don't believe. So he said, Abu Sufyan, Abu Jahl said, this is the best time to spread Muhammad and Abu Bakr. So let's go to Abu Bakr. Yeah.
Some of them went to Abu Bakr radiallahu anh and told him that Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam claimed that he went to Masjid al-Aqsa and performed his prayer there and returned to Makkah in one night. The people assumed that Abu Bakr radiallahu anh would give the same reaction and leave the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. However, upon hearing that, Abu Bakr radiallahu anh immediately said, I believe. He did not question Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam or doubt whether he was telling the truth.
Abu Bakr, yes. Did you hear about your friend? He said, what? Man, everybody in Makkah was talking about it. He said last night he went to Jerusalem and then he met Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. No, if you are a worker, what are you going to do? Okay, I will call him, I will check with him. Right? Abu Bakr just repeat again. Did he really say that? Yeah, I believe. So they call Siddiq. They call Siddiq. Right? But no, this is the meaning of Iman and what you call friendship. Yeah.
4. The success that you seek calls you 5 times a day. The 5 daily prayers are one of the gifts from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to us. Commands to Muslims were usually communicated to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam through Jibril. However, the daily prayers are so important that Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was ascended to the heavens to speak to Allah directly.
Anything Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asks Muhammad and his people to do anything, just send Jibril. Jibril, tell Muhammad and his people to fast, to go to Hajj, to be kind to the parent. But for Salah, no. He have to get there. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala want to show us how important is Salah. People can miss fasting, right? If you are traveling, you are sick, Hajj, you didn't have money. Zakat, you didn't have money, didn't zakat. But when people cannot pray, when? So therefore, when somebody died, you don't fast, you can fast for them. You can do Hajj for them, give zakat for them. But you cannot make up for the salat. Why is it? Because you cannot miss salat. Oh, I am sick. I cannot stand up. Sit down. Go sit down, lie down. Cannot. Right? You can combine if you are sick, salat. Right? Yeah.
As Muslims, we should view this prayer as a tremendous gift from Allah, not a burden to our daily activities. It is also symbolic of a strong human relationship with his Creator, where prayer is worship endowed with the invitation of the Prophet to ascend to the sky to receive it. See how the Prophet ﷺ views prayer as a rest rather than a burden by saying, "O Bilal, call the Iqamah for prayer. Let us rest with it." Narrated by
rest,
Abu Dawud.
relaxation. Salat is relaxation, not a burden, right? So therefore, why is it Allah SWT command the parent to ask the children to pray when they are 7? Of course, before 7, ask them also, but really firm. I remember, when my father come home, always the first thing, did you pray? Did you pray? We had to put in our children mind, because salat need to become habit. People sometimes complain, oh man, it's difficult to make my son, my daughter salat. What did you do when they are young? Right? Even if you're now not practicing, but if you really serious when they are young, it's difficult for them to give up, right? And every prophet, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the first thing I have to do to pray. Musa alayhi salam said, the first commandment, wa aqimis salata dhikri, establish salat to remember me. Jesus, even he was just baby, wa awsani bis salah, he advised me to do salat. Right? Because salah is sila, connection. Yeah. As long people still prayer, still hoping good will come out. One day there's a story here in Northgate. A brother, mashallah, he's student in UW. And he always come for Fajr, come for Isha, then disappear. So the Imam saw him on Friday. Man, where were you, man? Sheikh, I'm hypocrite, Sheikh. What do you mean? I know, I come to masjid, but I have girlfriend. The Sheikh said, look, the shaitan got you. So shaitan said, man, you are hypocrite. You have girlfriend, you come to masjid and pray 5 days. That's hypocrite. Right? I said, look, you have to fight against Satan. I know it's not good to have girlfriend, but don't give up salat. Because by leaving salat, khalas, there is no boundaries. Right? But if you still pray, maybe one day say astaghfirullah. Right? I said, Ihdina siratal mustaqim. I still girlfriend, that's haram. Right? So something can tire you. Right? Don't miss. Even you have not seen a salat, never give up. You have to continue. Right?
The miraculous journey of Isra Miraj indeed has significant lessons that are relevant and timely for us to internalize and practice. The lessons also show Allah's boundless generosity and mercy to all His creations. Allah intends for us ease and not difficulty. He doesn't seek to burden His servants. Our daily prayers are meant to benefit us and not Allah. They are our direct contact and communication with Him. Out of 24 hours daily, we are only asked to spare a few minutes throughout the day to focus solely on Allah. Imagine having to pray 50 times a day. Would we be able to do it? May Allah allow us to have istiqamah and lead us from sin to forgiveness, from darkness to light, from fear to trust, and from hatred to love.
Yeah, when Muhammad Sallallahu he met Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, right? What did he say? At-tahiyyatul mubarakatus salawatul tayyibat. So when you meet Allah in Jannah, they say Assalamu alaikum, at-tahiyyat. All the greeting, all the goodness, all the blessing, it's only belong to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. What Allah said, Assalamu alayka ayyuhan nabiyyu wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Peace and blessing and mercy be upon you, O Muhammad. Allah. In that status, the high, rank that no one can reach that. Allah said salam only to you. But Muhammad SAW, because he loved us, he did not forget us. What he said, Assalamu alayna Wa ana ibadillahi salihin. Peace be upon us and the righteous among Allah servant. Right? So this dialogue between Allah and Muhammad was listening by the angels. So the angel from all the heavens said, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. And the angels, the Jibril said, Muhammad, make this in your tahiyyatu shahud. He said that Muhammad sallallahu, imagine you are met Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He don't want to go down. He want to stay there. Allah said, Muhammad, you have to go back to Makkah. Allah, yeah. Because who's going to come back to the masjid? But don't worry, you will come back here every day. Right? So therefore, why? He said, As-salatu mi'rajul mu'min. Salat is the ascendant of the believer. When he said, Allahu Akbar, yes, you are above sujadah, but you are flying there. Mi'raj. Allah. Right? Yeah.
The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said, the first of a man's deeds, which he will be brought to account for on the day of resurrection, will be salah, prayer. Allah, the praiseworthy, if it is found to be perfect, he will be safe and successful. But if it is incomplete, he will be unfortunate and a loser. At-Tirmidhi.
Yeah, subhanallah, right? The first question, people die, what? Salah. I always mention to the youth, you know, if somebody claimed to be Muslim, but he did not pray, like somebody get a job, he signed a contract. He agreed with everything, the salary, the bonus, but stay home. Right? In the end of the month, he went to the boss, asked for a check. What the boss said? What check? So I signed the contract. I know, but you never show up. You never said, Iyaka na'budu. You alone, you worship. Yeah.
Hold on to your salah, because if you lose that, you will lose everything else. Umar ibn al-Khattab.
Wow. Right? Salatu imanuddin. Iman. You know, iman means the pillars. If no window door, you still can build. Yeah.
Importance of salah according to Holy Quran. Invoking Allah, leading to taqwa, reward in the afterworld, staying connected with Allah, protection from Satan, prevention from lewdness.
Yeah, that's because when you pray, you are talking to Allah. The one who provide you, the one who give everything. In the hadith, he said, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. Allah said, my servant praise me. Allah. When he said, Iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'in. This is the agreement between me and my servant. You alone we worship. Allah. Yeah?
The benefits of Fajr prayer in the eyes of the Quran and Sunnah. 1. Fajr is one of the 5 obligatory prayers. 2. Whoever prays Fajr gains Allah's protection. 3. It contains special barakah. 4. Angels witness recitation at Fajr. 5. The 2 Sunnah are better than anything in the world. 6. Fajr is prayed after dawn before sunrise.
SubhanAllah. Just 2 I get it. Number 1 is Allah will protect you. Abu Dhar, one day he was in the market. Somebody ran. Abu Dhar, there's fire in the area. All the house burned. I said, not my house. I said, what? How do you know? I pray Fajr today. Jama'ah. And then he went there. People said, what? I promise. You pray Fajr Jama'ah, you pray. Right? And 2 rak'at before Fajr, better than this dunya, better than Bill Gates, better than because imagine this dunya and what in it, with all the car, with all the money and all this, just 2 rakat, just 2 rakat. Imagine the prayer Fajr. Imagine you are in Jama'ah, yeah, especially for men. If you cannot go masjid every Fajr, don't miss on Friday. Salat the best salat is what? Salatul Fajr, Salat Subuh. The best day is Friday. And the best place of salawat in the masjid. Yeah. Yeah.
The distinguishing factor between kufr and iman is the deliberate neglect of salah.
Oh. What difference between mu'min and salat? Yeah, it means salat khalas. Yeah. So that I think for lesson we learn from Isra Mi'raj, right? There's for Allah there's nothing impossible, right? For every what's difficult hardship, difficulty, there will be relief, right? Yeah, the king asked his advisor to write something, right? That whoever see it, they will be relief. And he wrote what? This time will gone, will pass. So if you are sad, yeah, this sadness will pass. So you relief. If you are happy, so you not be proud, because also will gone. Yeah, one day. Subhanallah. So I think I wrote it down here. Yeah, I think will be no class next Tuesday. So inshallah, we see you the following one. So yeah. Alhamdulillah hamdan yafi ni'amaka fi mazid ya rabbana lakal hamdu kama yanbaghi لجلال وجهك وعظيم سلطانك اللهم صل وسلم على سيدنا محمد وعلى وصحبه أجمعين اللهم انفعنا بما علمتنا وقنا عذاب النار اللهم بارك لنا في رجب وشعبان وبلغنا رمضان اللهم بلغنا رمضان سالمين غانمين ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا إنك التواب الرحيم وصلى الله وسلم الحمد لله رب العالمين. So don't forget, every day after Salah, big dua, Allahumma balighna Ramadan. Allahumma balighna Ramadan. Allah bring us to Ramadan. Inshallah.
Jazakallah khairan, Imam Joban.
Sama-sama.